They uninvited me from Thanksgiving, said I wasn't welcome anymore, said my sister needed space, that I made things uncomfortable. My own parents, 32 years of showing up, and just like that, I was out. What they didn't know, I was the only thing standing between my sister and $15 million, and I was about to let that truth come out in the worst possible way. My name is Claire. I'm the older sister. Always have been, always will be. But in my family, that never meant much. My sister Vanessa is 3 years younger than me, and she's always been the one, the pretty one, the charming one, the one everyone gravitates toward. I'm not saying that to be bitter, it's just a fact. When we were kids, people would meet us and immediately smile at her, ask her questions, compliment her hair, her dress, her laugh. I was just there, the responsible one, the quiet one. Claire will handle it. Claire doesn't mind. Claire understands. When Vanessa was 16, she got into trouble at school, caught cheating on a major exam. My parents hired a lawyer, fought the school board, got the incident erased from her record. When I was 16, I asked if I could take an art class instead of advanced calculus. My dad said no, said I needed to be practical, said art wouldn't pay the bills. I took the calculus. Vanessa went to college on my parents' dime. State school, but they covered everything. Tuition, housing, spending money, spring break trips. She changed majors 3 times, took 6 years to graduate. No one said a word. When I graduated high school, my parents sat me down, told me they'd help with community college, but I'd need to work and live at home. So I did. I worked 30 hours a week at a grocery store, took classes at night, transferred to a state school after 2 years, paid for most of it myself, graduated in 4 years with honors. My parents came to Vanessa's graduation, threw her a big party, posted pictures all over Facebook. When I graduated, my mom said she was proud of me over the phone. She had a migraine that day, couldn't make the drive. I'm not telling you this for sympathy. I'm telling you so you understand the pattern. It wasn't abuse. It wasn't neglect in the traditional sense. It was just clear. Vanessa mattered more. And I accepted it, because that's what you do. You adapt. You manage your expectations. You stop asking for things you know you won't get. Have you ever been the person everyone relies on but no one celebrates? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Our grandmother died when I was 28. My dad's mom. She was 91, sharp as a tack until the very end. I visited her every Sunday for 5 years, brought her groceries, helped her pay bills online, sat with her and watched old movies. Vanessa visited maybe twice a year, always with an excuse. Busy with work, busy with her boyfriend, busy with life. Grandma Rose never complained, but I know she noticed. When she died, she left behind a trust, $15 million. None of us knew she had that much. She lived modestly. Small house, old car, coupons at the grocery store. Turns out she'd been smart with investments. Real estate in the 70s, tech stocks in the 90s. She never touched it, just let it grow. The will was read 3 weeks after the funeral. My parents were there, Vanessa was there, I was there. The lawyer was a kind older man named Mr. Pemberton. He'd known my grandmother for decades. He adjusted his glasses, cleared his throat, and read the terms. The $15 million was left to Vanessa, but there was a condition. The trust would be managed by a family trustee, someone Grandma Rose trusted to make sure the money was used wisely, that the funds were released in stages, for education, for a home, for investments, not all at once. The trustee had full discretion. They could approve or deny any request. They could delay distributions. They could even revoke access entirely if the beneficiary demonstrated financial irresponsibility. And the trustee she named? Me. Vanessa's face went pale. My mom's mouth opened slightly. My dad stared at the lawyer like he'd misheard. I sat there frozen. Mr. Pemberton looked at me over his glasses. He said, "Claire, your grandmother was very clear. She believed you would honor her wishes." After the meeting, no one spoke. We walked to our cars in silence. Vanessa didn't look at me. My parents didn't either. I drove home alone. And I cried. Not because I was happy, but because I finally understood. Grandma Rose had seen me. All those Sundays, all those quiet moments, she'd had seen me. For the first year, things were fine. Vanessa asked for money to pay off her student loans. I approved it. She asked for a down payment on a condo. I approved it. She was careful, respectful. We barely talked, but when we did, she was polite. My parents were distant, but that wasn't new. Then she met Derek. He was charming, successful, or so he said, worked in consulting, drove a leased BMW, wore expensive watches. Vanessa was head over heels. Within 6 months, they were engaged. She wanted a wedding, a big one. She submitted a request to the trust, $200,000. I called Mr. Pemberton. We reviewed the terms. He agreed it was excessive. I denied it, offered $50,000 instead. Vanessa lost it. She called me screaming, said I was controlling, jealous, spiteful, said I'd always resented her, that I was using Grandma's money to punish her. I stayed calm, told her the trust had rules, that I was following Grandma's wishes. She hung up on me. My parents called the next day. My mom's voice was tight. "Claire, this is Vanessa's wedding. You're being unreasonable." I explained the terms again. My dad cut me off. "You're her sister, not her keeper. Approve the money." I said no. He hung up. Vanessa got married with the $50,000. It was beautiful. I wasn't invited. Over the next 2 years, the requests got worse. Derek wanted to start a business, needed $300,000. I asked for a business plan. He refused. I denied it. Vanessa wanted a beach house, a second home. I said no. She wanted a new car, a Range Rover. I said no. Each time my parents called. Each time they got angrier. My mom stopped answering my texts. My dad told me I was drunk on power. Vanessa posted on Facebook about toxic family members who sabotage your happiness. I knew she meant me. I stopped going to family events. It hurt too much. This year, Thanksgiving was at my parents' house. Like always, I hadn't been invited in 2 years, but I thought maybe this year. Maybe enough time had passed. I texted my mom in early November. "Hey Mom, what time should I come on Thursday?" She didn't respond for 3 days. When she finally did, "Just us. Vanessa asked that we keep it small this year. Hope you understand." I stared at that text for an hour. Just us. I wasn't us anymore. I didn't respond. I made plans to volunteer at a soup kitchen that day, told myself it was fine, that I didn't need them. But the truth, it broke me. The week before Thanksgiving, I got a call from Mr. Pemberton. He sounded concerned. "Claire, I need to inform you of something. Derek has been making inquiries. He's been contacting lawyers, asking about the trust, seeing if there's a way to remove you as trustee." My stomach dropped. Can he do that? Not easily, he said, but he's certainly trying. The same day, Vanessa submitted a new request, $500,000 for a business investment opportunity. No details, no documentation, just a note, "This is my inheritance. Stop blocking me." I denied it, and I made a decision. I wrote an email to my parents, to Vanessa, CC'd Mr. Pemberton. I attached every single request Vanessa had made over the past 3 years, every denial, every reason. I included the trust documents, highlighted the sections about financial responsibility, and I wrote, "Mom, Dad, Vanessa, I've been accused of being controlling, jealous, and spiteful. I've been uninvited from family events, treated like I'm the problem. So I want to make something very clear. I didn't ask to be the trustee. Grandma Rose chose me because she trusted me to protect this money, not hoard it, not control Vanessa, protect it. Every request I've denied has been excessive, undocumented, or financially irresponsible. I've approved over $600,000 in the past 3 years. Student loans, a home, a wedding, medical expenses. I've never taken a dime for myself. I've followed the rules Grandma set. If you think I'm the villain here, that's your choice, but I won't apologize for honoring her wishes. I'm done being treated like I'm the one in the wrong. Claire. I hit send, and I waited. My mom called 2 hours later. Her voice was shaking. Claire, I didn't know. I didn't know you'd approved so much. Vanessa said you'd barely given her anything. I didn't say anything. And Derek, she trailed off. We didn't know he was trying to remove you. That's not right. My dad called next. He didn't apologize, but his tone was different, quieter. You've been doing what you thought was right, he said. I see that now. It wasn't much, but it was something. Vanessa didn't call. She replied to the email. One line, "You've always been jealous of me." I didn't respond. Thanksgiving came. I volunteered at the soup kitchen, served mashed potatoes and turkey to people who had nothing, and I felt lighter than I had in years. The day after Thanksgiving, my mom texted me, "It wasn't the same without you. I'm sorry." 2 weeks later, my dad showed up at my apartment. He didn't come inside, just stood in the doorway. I was wrong, he said. We treated you like you didn't matter, and I'm sorry. He left before I could respond. Vanessa and Derek separated 4 months later. Turns out the business opportunity was his idea. He'd been pressuring her to access the money. When I wouldn't approve it, he started looking for ways around me. My parents found out, and for the first time, they saw him clearly. They encouraged Vanessa to leave. She did. Vanessa and I don't talk much, but we're civil. She's working now, a real job. She's rebuilding, and I think, slowly, she's starting to understand why Grandma made the choice she did. My parents and I are better. Not perfect, but better. They invite me to things now. They ask how I'm doing. They listen. I'm still the trustee, and I take that role seriously. Not because I want control, but because Grandma Rose believed in me, and I won't let her down. Here's what I learned. Setting boundaries doesn't make you the villain, even when people treat you like one. Doing the right thing isn't always the popular thing, and sometimes the people who see you least are the ones closest to you. If you've ever felt invisible in your own family, type "seen" in the comments. You're not alone, and you're not asking for too much. You deserve to be valued, not just needed, valued. My grandmother saw me when no one else did, and that gift, it wasn't the money. It was knowing that someone believed I was worthy, not because of what I could do for them, but because of who I was. And maybe that's the real inheritance.